Coming up on the list, we chop the pounds with karate, uncover why Chicago is must-see TV. Plus,
Wow, talk about fresh.
taste the caviar that's anything but fishy.
We did it. Yeehaw, cowboy.
But first, meet the youngest designer at this year's New York Fashion Week. It's your life, it's your list, and it starts right now.
Hey everyone, I'm Jimmy Rhodes. Kheris Rogers is a singer, a dancer, a designer, and the latest thing, helping her spread her message of inclusion and self-love, now a children's book author. And oh, did we mention she's still in high school? Hattie D. Jamal's conversation with an astounding young woman is our featured story at the top of the list.
Please welcome girl boss, Kheris Rogers.
Kheris Rogers might be 16, but she's already made a name for herself in entertainment.
Period. Let's get into it.
She's an entrepreneur, singer, dancer, and more.
All the time I spend it on you.
And it's her inspiring journey to getting there that's caught the attention of brands like Logitech and Google, and landed her TV appearances that included the Disney Channel and the Steve Harvey Show.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
I've done so much with it, and I'm just super grateful for everything.
We caught up with her to talk about some of the life lessons we can take from her career. Starting with the importance of a strong support system to guide you from day one.
A lot of people paint a picture as a lot of kids don't go through stuff, or we're just regular kids trying to have fun every day, when really we don't. We go through stuff as well, no matter if it's at school or at home.
In elementary school, Kheris was bullied because of her complexion, but at home, her family had her back. It was this tweet from her sister that went viral, and all eyes have been on Kheris since.
You know, I'm thankful that they were there for me that whole time, because without them, I don't know if I would even still be here to this day, honestly. Just going through a lot and having them there to empower me and encourage me and let me know that I am beautiful no matter what.
Her self-love and confidence never wavered, and in order to spread that message, she teamed up with her sister to create the fashion line called Flexin' in My Complexion.
Flexing my complexion isn't just about me, it's for everyone, really.
And just to let other young boys and girls know that it doesn't matter what other people think of you, only what you think of yourself.
By 11, she had become the youngest designer to ever show at New York Fashion Week, and her line's been worn by celebrities like Lupita Nyong'o and Whoopi Goldberg.
It was something that I wanted to create to inspire everyone, really, in every platform I have or anywhere all across the world.
She now uses her voice to inspire future generations,
Think bigger. The sky is the limit. Think outside of the box.
including in her latest venture as author of the new children's picture book titled Shine Bright.
Really just to encourage a lot of other people to be who you are and never to change yourself for anyone. Show the people that it doesn't matter what color I am or how I look or anything, I am me no matter what anyone tells me.
The sky's the limit for this shining star.
And I'm just like, I don't think anyone would expect a girl that just had a clothing line to literally do everything at this young age.
And her life lessons are at the top of the list.
Is it a salad? Is it a dip? Who knows? And who cares? Just keep it coming. Cowboy Caviar, which is pretty much the perfect tailgate snack, has gone crazy viral on social media. So Jackie Denker's saddling up to show us how to make it.
Time to put our cowboy boots and chef hats on for some Cowboy Caviar.
What is Cowboy Caviar?
Basically, it's a version of whatever they had in the ranch.
And they put it all together.
Talk about from farm to table.
Also known as Texas caviar, this dish is super versatile.
You can really make Cowboy Caviar at any given time of the year.
So you can switch out the ingredients per season.
Yeah, absolutely.
To show us how it's done, we turned to executive chef at Sante in Scottsdale, Arizona, Saul Velasquez. We made a black bean and black-eyed pea caviar. First goes our black-eyed peas,
Just some heartiness. We're gonna go in with a little bit of black beans.
some diced tomatoes for freshness, and for color and crunch, yellow and green bell pepper.
Isn't it amazing how nature gives us all these colors?
Well, that's why nature's the best. We're gonna go in there with a nice little sweet corn.
Then some jalapenos.
I don't know about you, but I like the spice, so I'm gonna
I
throw
do
all of it in
too.
there.
Bring the heat.
In goes green and red onion, cilantro, red bell pepper,
Final touch, some avocado.
a little salt and pepper, and
There we go.
Are you kidding me?
Next, we're making a honey chili lime vinaigrette to go with our caviar.
It starts with really, really good lime juice. You can substitute it for lemon juice if you want.
Okay.
A little bit of chili flakes as well. So it all depends how much heat you want from it.
Oh my gosh, my mouth's watering.
And then some honey.
We're just gonna come right after that, just to give it that balance of spice.
Add a little cilantro, green onion.
We're gonna bind it all together with a little bit of olive oil, and at the end, we're gonna add salt and pepper.
Mix it all up, and on it goes to our caviar.
These cowboys were fancy. We did it. Yeehaw, cowboy.
Super citrusy,
Whoa, with a kick.
super bright. That's a Cowboy Caviar.
Finally, we are pairing and topping.
You can top it, you can use it as your main ingredient, you can use it as a side ingredient, whatever you want. We have a little bit of butter lettuce here.
I want to try a little lettuce wrap.
Dig in.
Wow. Talk about fresh.
Or you can use it as a dip with chips. For a different flavor, serve with jicama.
A little watery, so it's a combination of like a pear and an apple, kind of.
It's super refreshing, and I also feel like I'm getting my veggies in like double.
Last but not least, we tried it on top of a steak.
If I was a cowboy, this is kind of what I would like to eat.
Well, today we are cowboys. So let's get our steak on.
We used a medium rare flank steak, but you can use any kind.
That is incredible.
Keeping it fresh and fancy with Cowboy Caviar.
Google Trends provides all kinds of surprising data, from our binge-watching habits to our obsession with pumpkin spice. Now new data gives some pretty amazing info on a new topic: the most popular video games by state. We're taking a look at what they are and what drives our passion for these games.
Whether you're 8 years old or 80, most Americans love video games, and there's something for everyone.
You can be a wizard, you can be a wrestler, you can be a superhero.
Video game YouTuber Steve Wright helps us sort through the new Google Trends data that lists the most popular games by state. Taking the top spot in 15 states from Arizona to Texas is the nearly 10-year-old Grand Theft Auto 5, an open-world action-adventure game.
Grand Theft Auto is so popular. It started on the PlayStation 2 and is now on the PlayStation 5. The story is funny, outstanding, crazy. I mean, you get lost in these games.
You play as one of 3 characters and can do everything from robbing banks to driving fast cars. Steve believes its popularity comes from the great gameplay and its massive soundtrack.
The music in the Grand Theft Auto series is amazing because it has music that everybody can relate to.
From Snoop Dogg
I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world.
to Johnny Cash.
Sirens blowing, red lights flashing.
Taking the top spot in 4 New England states are America's favorite heroes on a half shell, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and their newest game, Shredder's Revenge.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is the game that we've been wanting for years now.
He says it's because it hits our nostalgia buttons, and it's styled like the popular Turtles games from the 90s, and you could be almost any character from the series.
Now you can play as April, Splinter, and Casey Jones. This game is probably my game of the year.
It's available for all gaming systems.
Our crew is scattered. I have a bad feeling about this.
The Tomb Raider series fought its way to 3rd place as the most popular game in 3 states. You play as adventurer Lara Croft, who has become a pop culture icon.
Talking about redefining, Tomb Raider was redefining. She was one of the first female protagonists that you could put up there with Mario.
The franchise is so popular, it spawned 3 movies. Celebrating the old and new alike.
Let's do this.
With the most popular video games by state. Still to come on the list.
Nothing feels better than punching something,
Exactly.
You gotta train like a karate master.
And a little punch here. Awesome job. One more time. Jab, cross.
Plus, how one veteran got the trip of a lifetime.
I'll remember this day for a long time.
And
Chicago PD, open up!
why Chicago makes for great TV.
The 3 shows get to really delve into what makes the city work and not work.
Next on the list.
Welcome back. And wax on, wax off. The show Cobra Kai has people thinking about karate again, and not just because it's a hit show, but also because it's a killer workout. Eddie DeJamal's chopping it up at the martial arts studio.
Karate is a martial art that's more than a workout.
Coming into a martial arts studio and having an outlet for frustrations and things like that, it's like therapy. Pound on a punching bag for maybe an hour and then go home just exhausted.
I stopped by Premier Martial Arts Arcadia and spoke with instructor John Rich to learn the basics of karate, starting with the colored belts.
The founder of judo decided that he wanted to develop colored belts so that people could note their progress. We kind of break up those goals into bite-sized chunks, and so every time we get a new colored belt, we have different skills that we're working toward, and so it's just a way that we can see our progress and know where we came from and where we're going. All of our students here at Premier Martial Arts starts out as a white belt, and then as you test and progressively get closer and closer to your black belt, you're going to earn different colored belts.
So I remember trying karate for the first time as a kid, and I made it up to like maybe a yellow belt, and like what would that really mean?
A yellow belt? Well, it means you're going to have some pretty strong, maybe foundational basics.
Speaking of foundational skills, I hopped on the mat to learn a few.
Our first punch that I'm going to teach you today is called a jab. And a jab is going to be with the hand closest to the person who wants to hurt you. And that jab simply is going to push out and pull straight back to guard our head one more time. Weapon of this particular punch is going to be the first two knuckles of your hand.
First two knuckles?
Yep, first two knuckles, right there. Show me just that jab. We'll do it together, kind of slow. Yeah, bring it back one more time.
And another punch is known as the cross.
It's the same thing, just from the backside. Add them together, jab and then cross.
So jab and then cross.
Yeah, one more time, jab and then cross.
Jab and then cross.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now give me a little punch here and a little punch here. Awesome job. One more time, jab, cross. Perfect job.
I didn't hurt you though,
Excellent.
did I?
A little bit, that's okay though.
And Rich taught me a front kick.
And when we do this kick, we're going to curl our toes up to the sky and use the ball of our foot as the weapon for this kick. Just like that. So bring that knee up, keep those toes curled back, snap that leg out, and put it back down, just like that.
And when you put all those moves together, Rich says, you gotta yell.
It makes our stomach flex, which flexes all of our muscles. So if we are unsuccessful with our attack and it gets countered and we get punched or kicked, it won't hurt as much.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
Awesome. That was a beautiful roundhouse kick, too. Awesome.
I get carried away sometimes.
That's good. I like that.
We're mastering the art of karate.
Yeah.
Time to showcase the stories of people who go out of their way to show up and uplift others. Folks who are our weekly reminder that kindness wins. We begin with a viral video that's won over the hearts of millions.
I've had a really, really rough day. I just wanted to see if you'd be willing to go to Disneyland with me today.
Hey, that's great.
Isaiah Garza is a TikToker with over 7 million followers who often uses their platform to give back. But it's this Disney adventure with a 100-year-old war vet that has caught the internet's attention.
I thought my life was over. I'll remember this day for a long time. You don't know how much I appreciate this. You don't know.
The clip's been viewed over 16 million times, and I can bet you that none of those viewers left with a dry eye. So sweet. Up next, we introduce you to a mobile Virginia nonprofit on a mission to deliver colorful experiences to people with serious illnesses or who are living with disabilities.
Y'all ready to make some art?
Heather Gibson's an artist who works with Art on Wheels, which partners with other nonprofits to provide art lessons where the benefits go way beyond the artwork itself.
Maybe it's not communicated verbally, but you can see it in the work that they're becoming more comfortable and more confident.
The nonprofit's been around for over a decade, and you can learn more at artonwheels-va.org. Finally, a singer and songwriter who uses her talents as a way to comfort and heal.
I've seen love go by my door, it's never been this close before.
Emily Kavanaugh is behind the New York City-based nonprofit called A Song for You, which offers free original or cover songs to people living their final moments, with the hope that the power of music can offer some peace for them and their families.
It's called A Shooting Star. No way!
The idea came about in 2020 in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, and now the organization runs with the help of dozens of volunteer musicians and has delivered hundreds of songs to hospices and hospitals across the U.S.
La la la, la 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 la.
Absolutely beautiful. You can learn more at hereisasongforyou.org. And those are 3 stories that show kindness wins. Lots more coming up on the list. Stay with us.
We have a quick list of tips to attract more love into your life with the author of You Are More Than You Think You Are, Kimberly Snyder.
Whether you use a dating app or not, it's about the energy you come into something with.
First, take care of yourself.
It means that we are showing up for ourselves and we are giving these acts of love. It's not dormant anymore, and so it does become more attractive. It becomes part of you.
Second, practice gratitude.
Gratitude is also a very powerful practice for amplifying and attracting love in our life. People will feel that on you. They'll feel like, I want to get to know them, and that will draw more potential partners to you.
And third, be kind.
Whether it's being extra kind to the barista, opening the door for someone, whatever it is, in all these ways, we are spreading a source of love, and the source of love will always attract love.
For more list tips, head to thelistTV.com.
We're back, and on today's watch list, it's been 10 years since Chicago Fire premiered. And as the fall 2022 TV season ramps up, the One Chicago franchise has evolved into a cornerstone of NBC's primetime lineup. Christina talked to the leading actors from Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, and Chicago Med about the secrets to its success.
Pulse this week. One Chicago merges the hit dramas Chicago Med, Fire, and PD to create one big, happy Chicago home.
And the 3 shows get to really delve into what makes the city work and not work. And I think that's what is so exciting for audiences.
Talking about the hit shows are 3 of its actors, Marlene Barrett, Kara Kilmer, and Amy Morton. Up first, Chicago Fire.
We're telling hard stories, and everybody is just like geared up, ready to go.
All right. 25. Show me what you got, 51.
One of the reasons for the show returning for its 11th season and its popularity are the dynamics between its cast and crew.
Gallo, grab the group platter. You're going up with me. Copy. Hold on tight. We're coming for you.
We actually have a close relationship in real life, and it just comes through the work.
We're being honest. It's pretty satisfying to watch.
Up next, Chicago PD.
Chicago PD, open up.
One of the things that draws people to it is it's very human, and characters make mistakes on the show.
Going into season 10, this show follows the uniformed patrol officers and the intelligence unit of the 21st District of the Chicago Police Department.
It doesn't shy away from hard stories to tell, and it doesn't shy away from everybody showing their dirty laundry, all the characters.
And it will remain that way for Chicago's sake.
And finally, Chicago Med.
And these outbursts of yours, they're sudden, they're often unwarranted.
Yes.
It's called pseudobulbar affect.
You connect with these storylines that it comes together and people can relate to that. They can find themselves in it.
You need to be tested by a specialist, but I believe you have a neurological condition called dyslexia.
Now in its 8th season, this series focuses on the emergency department at Gaffney Chicago Medical Center and its staff as they work to save lives.
We need this biopsy. The multiculturalism. I think what I love about the One Chicago is I see myself in it. I see the country in it. And I think that very few TV shows have found the pulse of a nation like this.
Watch new episodes from all 3 shows every Wednesday night, only on NBC. Exciting entertainment from the Windy City on the watch list.
I used to live in Chicago. It's an amazing place. The jazz, the improv, the pizza, the architectural tradition. And speaking of traditions, we found some high school students who have taken something completely mundane and made it fabulous. Last on our list is next.
Tips to make your life easier.
Improve our mood.
Get what's new, what's now, and what's next. TheListTV.com.
Welcome back. It's time for what's last on our list. And this is just one of those things that has to be done. A procedural task that most people don't think twice about. It's your ID badge. Here's mine. My first day working at the list, someone stood me up against a wall, took a photo. A week later, they handed me this. You do it at a new job, at the beginning of the school year. Most high school students do it too. It's nothing special. Well, North Farmington High School in the Metro Detroit area has turned this routine task into an annual tradition that is simply amazing. The school allows their seniors to dress however they want for their senior ID pics, which has led to a lot of costumes, homages, and spot-on recreations of iconic pop culture moments. Just search the hashtag NFID23, as in North Farmington Student IDs for 2023, and then sit back and bask in the fabulousness. Check out Mary Debrincat's tweet saying the odds are never in a senior's favor. Cameron Collins with some Ted Lasso love. And this one floored me. Talk about a doppelganger. Sarah Shakir looking exactly like Anne Hathaway from The Princess Diaries. Even cartoon characters are fair game. Naima Jen's the spitting image of Strawberry Shortcake's bestie Orange Blossom. And you gotta love Frozen, right? Karina Collins nailed it. Gotta wonder if she knit that cap and sweater just for this occasion. Now, apparently other schools have started copycat traditions, but according to local press coverage, North Farmington High is the OG when it comes to taking something completely mundane and just blowing it up. Well done. Have a great senior year. That's what's last on our list. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Tomorrow on the list.
It's just a substitute for like your normal noodle.
Eat your way to better health.
This is already so healthy. I can't even handle it.
And how to know if you're in a toxic workplace.
You're reading into things that aren't really there.
Plus,
the thing I love the most about the Foo Fighters is playing as a band.
What the future holds for Dave Grohl and Foo Fighters.
Would you please welcome Mr. Shane Hawkins on the drums.
That's tomorrow here on The List.